Hello, everybody. I'm Jose Benjamin. For those who saw me last year, these set of poems are going to be slightly different. When you were born, purple with the promise of a new generation, they called you Sir, Doctor, Your Honor, lit fires and offered sacrifices, tribute to their hope, the creak of gates coming home, and as the years curled by, you became the boy, their boy, that boy. You were 19, then 21, then 25, took up smoking at 13, gambling at 15, then driving at 16, piling us in the backseat, shrieking like we just shattered ourselves onto the pavement, our futures spilled and crackling on the sidewalk, yards behind us. And for as long as I could remember, you pointed at the shadows in the corner, telling me that the world always hid along the edges, cowering away from your face, but I knew better. Long ago, as your city was burning, the newscasters proclaiming that all was lost, you welcomed the locusts, applied sunscreen, stretched your neck skywards for brimstone on its way, as if comets were our delayed judgment, and you, a vagabond stargazer, crooning at the sulfur, bubbling up the street like family. Giving up was your special talent, and that was the problem, they said. Daring God to give his best shot, you were ready, oh so ready for rapture to come and sweep you off your feet. On holidays, they'd huddle together, necks craned forward, clucking, the knives sharpening in their throats, hissing while you threw us in the air, waiting until the last possible moment to catch us. Afterwards, you swindled us off our pocket money, teaching us best how to make stripper poles out of street lights. Don't worry, they said, one day you'd be standing, your life in a sack beside you, comforting the door jambs that once sang your song, stinging, burning even. How you'd burn out, like your sister's packs of Virginia Slims, wheezing, beckoning and mute with stillness. How Judas wouldn't be your excuse anymore. Not a life raft, no more a salvation for a suffocating family with their own broken pieces. We were told it wouldn't matter in the end. Not really. It was never as if there was any blood between us. Thank you. And this is called The Magic of Unspoken Things. Because he wanted to piss God off, and saw how much more damage he could do, he taped a letter on his bedroom mirror, scribbled "I'm sorry" along the edges for his wife and children to find when they got home, walked to the corner intersection, marveled at the delicateness of the human body, waited, and jumped in front of a speeding car. When he woke up, the doctors told him his jaws were wired shut, his voice box badly damaged, so in the next 8 weeks, he better come up with an explanation. And that night, when the hospital windows start to look less like him and more like the nightmare he tried to wake up from, his wife always comes at just the right moment, asks him if he's all right. He closes his eyes, opens them and sighs, hoping that she'd understand that now, at least for the time being, he is. And as the machines click, their pulses, ticking time bombs dance within their chests, this is the language they speak now. Hers, rumbling like a steam engine as it always has, demanding to know why. Why? Why? As he answers, eyes weighed down by shame, his heartbeat fluttering in his shattered ribcage as the shadows cover their teeth. Their claws quiver back in their places. Tonight becomes their day of rest, but they will come back. They always do. And when all that is unsaid has been understood, their pistons will slow, their breathing deepen. It's okay, she thumps steadily, her husband quivering in the background. I forgive you, she whispers. While the shadows peer out, remember us, they whisper as his wife leans in close, as the silence roars around them. Thank you. One more? Okay. Okay. This piece I really enjoyed writing. Okay. My mother tells me that she's never been broken before, that she's just another statue waiting for the next hurricane to try and weather her away. Mom, look at me. There's a hurricane brewing for a long while now, and I don't think I'm heavy to stay put. And I've been breaking for a long while now. You see these? They've been aching for a long while now, and I don't think they'll stay closed any longer. I don't scratch the itches, I really don't. Do you remember when you found me in the corner, skin open for fresh air? I told you I was sorry, Mom, and I was so sorry. And how about these, Mom? They're scarred and damaged, and that was the last time I knew I could fall and be caught. How about this, Mom? Try saying this in the face for 17 years straight, Mom. Can you hear the rustling in it? Can you feel a monolithic bastard waiting in the shadows? I don't know myself anymore, Mom. And you say you're good at reading. Can you read me, Mom? I'm a stone tablet. Commandments drip from my fingernails like sweat. I'm crumbling, Mom. I'm crumbling, and I don't know what to do. And this was from you, Mom, and Dad, and him, and her, and them. There's a stake in there, driving it like a cartographer's nightmare. It's got shareholders and its own bleeding oil well, but it was never up for conquering. And I'm afraid there's too much of me with everyone else, Mom, that there's barely enough soul to keep in my pocket for me. I never owned myself, Mom. I was always someone's thing to be, but I never told anyone, I'm yours, I promise, Mom. I was theirs for such a long time, and I'm thankful I never gave myself away, never said I belong to you. All of that I thought was already understood, but I guess it wasn't, because now I'm broken, so help me, Mom. There are bits of me scattered everywhere, and I can't find it. I can't find it. Thank you.